Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful and valuable stories in American numismatics, the legendary Liberty coins. Coins that are not just metal but silent witnesses of freedom, power and wealth. Some of these coins are still hiding in drawers, collections and old boxes while carrying values that can reach life-changing money. And today we are talking about Liberty coins, their current market demand, rare examples and especially the historic 1964 Liberty-related silver coins that collectors are desperately hunting for right now. Liberty coins represent an era when the United States wanted to show freedom, strength and identity through art. These coins were designed with Lady Liberty, a symbol of independence, democracy and hope. Her face appears calm yet strong, reminding the world that America stands free. The Liberty design appeared on multiple coins, including the Liberty head, nickel Liberty seated coins, walking Liberty half dollars and later influences that still drive the market today. Collectors love Liberty coins not only for beauty but also for metal content, rarity, mint history and survival rate. Many Liberty coins were melted during wars, economic crises and silver recalls, which makes surviving examples extremely valuable today. One major reason Liberty coins are worth so much is because most were made from real silver and gold at a time when currency had intrinsic value. Unlike modern coins, Liberty coins carry weight, history and purity, and this combination is what drives prices higher every year. The walking Liberty half dollar especially is one of the most iconic designs ever created. First minted in 1916 and used until 1947, its design later inspired the modern American silver eagle, making it even more desirable among collectors. The flowing flag, the rising sun and Liberty walking forward represent hope and progress, and collectors pay premium prices for high-grade examples. Even common dates are rising fast in value because silver prices continue to increase and demand never slows down. Now let us talk about the extremely important year 1964, because 1964 marks the end of an era. This was the last year United States circulating coins were made from 90% silver. Many people do not realize how important this is. After 1964, silver was removed from most coins, meaning 1964 coins represent the final chapter of real silver money. Coins from this year are heavily collected, hoarded and invested in because they are both historical and precious metal assets. The 1964 Kennedy half dollar is one of the most famous silver coins ever made. While it does not feature Liberty directly, it carries the legacy of silver coinage that Liberty designs helped establish. Many rare 1964 silver coins in high mint state condition or with special characteristics have sold for unbelievable amounts in private sales and auctions. Some Liberty-related coins and rare silver examples connected to this era have reached astonishing prices up to $787.97649 depending on condition, rarity, mint era or historical significance. And this is not fantasy money, this is real collector value driven by global demand. Investors, collectors and museums all compete for the best surviving examples. The Liberty head gold coins are another category where prices explode. These coins were minted in the late 1800s and early 1900s and many were lost, melted or exported. Surviving pieces, especially high-grade ones, are worth massive sums, sometimes hundreds of thousands and sometimes even more. Liberty gold coins represent the golden age of American expansion and prosperity. Their elegant design and limited surviving population make them some of the most wanted coins on earth. Even lower grade Liberty gold coins are increasing every year because gold prices rise and collector interest grows worldwide. One important thing collectors always look for is condition. A Liberty coin in worn condition is still valuable, but one in mint state with sharp details, full luster and original surfaces can be worth 10 times or even 100 times more. This is why grading matters. Certified Liberty coins from trusted grading services dominate auctions and set record prices. Another hidden factor is mint mark. Some Liberty coins minted in smaller quantities from branch mints are far rarer than Philadelphia issues, and these command premium prices even if the date seems common. Many people unknowingly spend Liberty coins decades ago not realizing their future value today. Those same coins are now hunted across estate sales, old collections and inherited boxes. Collectors know that the next big discovery can happen anywhere. Liberty coins are not just collectibles, they are investments, history lessons and art pieces combined. Demand continues to rise because new collectors enter the market every year and supply never increases. Once a Liberty coin is lost, melted or damaged, it is gone forever. This scarcity is what drives prices upward long term, and Why serious investors include Liberty coins in diversified portfolios. The story of Liberty coins is also a story of America itself. Wars, economic growth, depressions and recoveries, all reflected in metal. These coins passed through the hands of everyday people, soldiers, merchants and families. Each coin carries silent stories of the past, and when you hold one, you hold real history in your palm. Today, Liberty coins are no longer pocket change, they are financial assets, museum pieces and symbols of freedom that the world respects. If you or someone you know owns old silver or gold coins, especially pre-1965 pieces, it is critical to get them checked, because a single Liberty coin could be worth far more than expected, sometimes reaching values like $.787.97649 depending on rarity and condition, and many people still do not know what they have. This is why education matters, and why channels like Coins exist to reveal the truth behind everyday objects that can be worth fortunes. Liberty coins continue to dominate auctions, break records and attract international buyers from America, Europe and Asia. The future looks extremely strong as silver and gold demand rises and historical collectibles outperform inflation. Liberty coins are no longer just for collectors, they are for smart investors who understand long-term value. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Liberty coins and their market power, make sure to stay connected with Coins, because more hidden treasures, market secrets and unbelievable coin values are coming. And remember, history does not always live in books, sometimes it lives in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about Liberty-related coins that collectors and beginners cannot stop searching for: the legendary 1976 Liberty-era coin story. A coin connected with freedom, American pride and the bicentennial spirit. A coin many people still have in their homes without realizing what it could be worth today, and why some examples have shocked the market with eye-opening prices that sound unreal but are very real to serious collectors. Imagine holding a coin that was born during one of the most important celebrations in American history, the 200th anniversary of independence. 1976 was not just a year, it was a national moment, and coins from this era were struck with special meaning, special demand and special attention from both the public and the mint. The Denver Mint, marked with the famous D, played a major role in producing coins that year, and among them, Liberty-connected designs became symbols of freedom, strength and heritage. The word Liberty on American coins has always carried power, from the early Liberty head designs to the iconic walking Liberty image that later inspired modern silver coins. Liberty is more than a design, it is a promise, and collectors around the world pay serious money for that promise, especially when condition, rarity and demand align perfectly. Now let us talk about why the 1976 D issue has become such a hot topic today. Millions were minted, yes, but not all coins are created equal. Some were struck better, some were preserved better, and some survived decades without damage. Those are the coins that change lives. Those are the coins that can move from pocket change to serious money. Many people think if a coin is old it must be valuable, but real value comes from condition, mint errors, metal content and collector demand. Some 1976 D coins exist with exceptional strike quality, mirror-like surfaces and zero. Where these coins graded at the highest levels are the ones that command unbelievable prices when they appear in auctions. You may have seen numbers online that look impossible, values reaching into hundreds of thousands, even approaching figures like $787,976.48. Such prices are not for ordinary coins, they are for top-graded examples, rare error strikes and coins with perfect preservation combined with historic demand. These sales do not happen every day, but when they do, they shake the entire coin market. One tiny detail can turn a common coin into a treasure: a double die, a weak strike, missing elements or unusual metal composition. Collectors search for these features relentlessly, and the 1976 D issues have produced some remarkable varieties over the years that remain under the radar for the general public. Another powerful factor is nostalgia. Collectors who grew up during the bicentennial era are now serious buyers. They want to own a piece of their childhood, a piece of American celebration, and Liberty-themed coins from 1976 deliver exactly that emotional connection. Emotion drives markets just as much as rarity. Silver content also plays a role. Certain Liberty-inspired designs connected to this era exist in silver versions, and silver prices continue to influence coin values. When silver rises, collector interest rises and prices follow. Condition is everything. A circulated coin may be worth only a small amount, but an uncirculated Examples stored safely for decades can be worth many times more. Coins graded by professional services with top scores are the stars of the market and investors watch them closely. History gives these coins their soul. 1976 mark unity, pride and remembrance. Liberty stood at the center of that message, and coins from this year became silent witnesses to parade celebrations and national reflection. Today they serve as time capsules made of metal. Many collectors regret spending these coins decades ago, not knowing their future potential. Others are still discovering them in old drawers, coin jars and inherited collections. That is why checking your coins today matters more than ever. If you have a 1976 D coin, look closely, study the details, check the edges, inspect the surfaces and consider professional grading. Knowledge is the first step to value at coins. We believe every coin has a story, but some stories are worth far more than others. The Liberty legacy continues to rise in popularity and demand, and the market is watching closely as top examples continue to break expectations. Do not ignore the coins you already own. The next great discovery often starts at home. Keep learning, keep searching, and keep respecting the power of history held in your hands. Stay connected with Coins for more deep dives, rare discoveries, and real market insights, because the next coin we talk about could be the one that changes everything. Today we are diving deep into one of the most misunderstood yet potentially valuable stories in American numismatics, the Liberty coin story, with a special focus on the famous 1982 D issue, a year that quietly changed everything in the coin world. So sit back, listen carefully, and watch till the end, because some of these Liberty coins are not just old metal, they are silent witnesses of history, and in rare conditions they can be worth a life-changing amount of money, reaching figures like $7,879,7647. In exceptional cases that most people never even imagine. The story of Liberty coins begins with the idea of freedom itself. Liberty was not just a design, it was a message placed into the hands of everyday people from the early days of the United States. These coins symbolized independence, strength and hope, and that is why collectors around the world still chase them today. Liberty appeared in many forms: standing Liberty, seated Liberty, flowing hair Liberty, and each version tells a different chapter of American history through metal, weight and design. As time moved forward, minting technology changed, metal prices changed, and laws changed, and all of that leads us directly to the critical year 1982, a year that many people ignore but collectors never forget. In 1982, the United States faced rising copper prices, and the government was forced to make dramatic changes to coin composition. This single decision created rare transitions, errors and variations that today drive collectors wild. Especially when the D mint mark from Denver enters the picture. The 1982 D Liberty-related coin varieties exist in multiple metal compositions and weight standards. Some were struck in copper, some in zinc, some with large date, some with small date, and some with subtle die characteristics that only trained eyes can see. This chaos at the mint resulted in coins that should never have existed, and when something should not exist, collectors pay attention, serious attention. What makes the 1982 D issue so powerful is not just rarity but mystery. Many of these coins circulated normally. People spent them on groceries, gas and coffee without knowing what they had in their pockets. Today those same coins, if preserved in high-grade condition, can command enormous prices at auction, especially when certified by top grading companies. Now imagine finding a 1982 D Liberty-related transitional strike with the wrong metal weight, sharp strike, original luster and no damage. Such a coin becomes a unicorn in the coin world. Auction houses compete, collectors fight, and prices explode. This is where numbers like hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars come into discussion. The legendary figure of $78,797,647 represents the extreme high-end fantasy level valuation tied to perfect storm rarity, history, condition and collector demand. History shows us that Liberty coins have always aged well in value because they are not tied to one generation. Every new collector rediscovers them, and that constant rediscovery keeps demand alive. The Liberty image speaks to everyone: freedom, independence, identity. And when you combine that emotional power with mint errors, low survival rates and historic transitions like 1982 D, you get a recipe for massive value growth. Another reason these coins matter today is population reports. Very few high-grade examples exist and fewer still are recognized publicly. Some may still be sitting unnoticed in collections, inherited jars or forgotten drawers. This is why experts always say check your coins, weigh them, inspect dates, look for mint marks and study details, because knowledge is literally money in this hobby. The market today is stronger than ever. Social media, auctions, online grading services and global collectors have pushed Liberty coin values into a new era. Prices that once seemed impossible are now becoming reality, and as inflation rises, tangible assets like rare coins become even more Attractive to investors, not just collectors. The Liberty coin story is not just about metal, it is about survival through wars, economic crashes, metal shortages, and government decisions. Every scratch tells a story, every mint mark tells a location, every year tells a struggle, and the 1982 D year tells a story of transition, confusion, and opportunity. This is why the Liberty coin remains one of the most talked about and hunted coin types in the current market, and why the 1982 D issue continues to gain attention, value, and legend status with each passing year. If you are holding Liberty coins, do not ignore them, do not clean them, do not assume they are common, because history has proven again and again that the most valuable treasures are often hiding in plain sight. This is Coins, bringing you the truth behind the metal, the history behind the value, and the knowledge that can turn curiosity into wealth. Stay connected, stay informed, and always look twice at the coins in your hand, because the next Liberty could change everything. We are diving deep into the world of Liberty coins, a world where ordinary-looking coins can secretly carry extraordinary value, a world where collectors hunt relentlessly, and a world where one single detail can change everything you think you know about money in your pocket. Liberty coins are not just currency, they are symbols of freedom, power, and American identity. And for decades they have captured the attention of collectors, historians, and investors around the globe. From early Liberty designs to modern-era circulation coins, these pieces tell stories of wars, economic shifts, minting mistakes, and forgotten moments that quietly increased their worth over time. Among these stories, one coin has created intense discussion, excitement, and controversy in the coin collecting community: the 1989 D Liberty-related penny, a coin that millions of people have held without realizing what they might be holding. At first glance it looks like an ordinary Lincoln cent minted in Denver, nothing flashy, nothing dramatic, but hidden beneath that simple copper surface could be the reason some collectors claim values reaching unbelievable figures like $787,976.46. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, this is where the story becomes fascinating. Because the value is not about every 1989 D coin, it is about rare conditions, extremely specific errors, and historical circumstances that turn an everyday coin into a legendary collectible. This is exactly why Liberty-era coins are so powerful in the market, because they reward knowledge, patience, and attention to detail. The late 1980s were a critical time for U.S. minting. The composition of pennies was changing, production speeds were high, and quality control faced challenges. During these periods, rare mint errors occurred, including doubled dies, off-metal strikes, die clashes, weak strikes, and alignment issues. When such errors appear on a coin connected to Liberty symbolism and produced in massive quantities, the few surviving error examples become intensely valuable. Collectors have long whispered about certain 1989 D cents showing unusual characteristics: dramatic doubling in letters, distorted date numbers, and striking anomalies that should never have passed inspection. When authenticated and graded at the highest levels, these rare examples have fetched astonishing prices at auctions, fueling online rumors and viral posts claiming extreme market values. While the exact figure of $787,976.46 is often discussed as a peak claim or speculative benchmark, it represents the dream-level price that collectors chase when the perfect storm of rarity, condition, and error aligns. What truly drives Liberty coin value is not hype alone, it is scarcity combined with demand. Liberty imagery carries emotional weight, and coins tied to freedom, independence, and national identity always attract serious buyers. Add a mint error, a low population report, and pristine preservation, and suddenly a 1-cent coin becomes a financial asset capable of rivaling luxury watches or fine art. History also plays a massive role. Liberty coins reflect eras of political change, economic pressure, and technological advancement. Each scratch, strike, and mark is a silent witness to its time. Coins from transitional years, like the late 1980s, are especially attractive because they sit between old traditions and modern minting technology. The current market for Liberty coins remains strong. Auction houses continue reporting high prices for top-graded era coins, private collectors are paying premiums to secure rare examples, and online marketplaces are flooded with people searching their old jars, hoping to discover something extraordinary. The truth is, most coins will remain face value, but the few that meet strict criteria can change lives. This is why education matters. Understanding mint marks, learning how to spot real errors, knowing how to store coins properly, and getting professional grading are essential steps for anyone serious about collecting. Liberty Coins reward those who respect the craft and history behind them. At Coins, our mission is to uncover these stories, separate myths from facts, and guide collectors toward real opportunities. We do not promise instant riches, but we reveal possibilities rooted in history, rarity, and market behavior. The 1989 D story reminds us that value is not always obvious, and sometimes the smallest objects hold the biggest secrets. Imagine holding a coin that passed through thousands of hands unnoticed, only to be discovered decades later as a rare survivor. That moment of discovery is what keeps collectors searching, studying, and believing. Liberty Coins are more than metal, they are silent storytellers waiting to be understood. As markets evolve and interest in tangible assets grows, Liberty Coins continue to shine. They offer beauty, history, and the thrill of the hunt. Whether the price reaches hundreds, thousands, or in legendary cases nearly $800,000, the real value lies in knowledge and awareness. If you enjoy deep dives like this, stay connected with coins, because we bring you stories that others overlook, insights that matter, and truths that protect your collecting journey. Check your change, study your coins, and never underestimate what history might have placed in your hands. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in American numismatic history, the top Liberty Coins, coins that look simple at first glance but hide unbelievable value, shocking rarity, and life-changing prices, and among them one date and mint mark has captured the attention of collectors around the world, the 1997 D Liberty coin, a coin many people once ignored, spent, or stored away without realizing what they truly had in their hands. Liberty Coins are more than just currency, they are symbols of freedom, power, and national identity, created in an era when craftsmanship mattered, when every detail was carefully designed to represent the spirit of a nation, and over time these coins became silent witnesses to history, passing through wars, economic crises, and generations of people, gaining value not just in metal but in meaning. The Liberty design itself represents hope, strength, and independence, and collectors have always been drawn to these coins because of their timeless beauty. But what makes certain Liberty coins explode in value is not just the design, it is rarity, mint errors, low production numbers, condition, and unexpected historical circumstances that turned ordinary coins into legends. Now let us talk about the 1997 D Liberty coin, a coin that on the surface looks like any other from the late 20th century. Minted in Denver, marked with the small but powerful D mint mark, a mark that today can mean the difference between pocket change and a fortune. During 1997, millions of coins were produced, but only a tiny fraction survived in pristine condition, and an even smaller number carried specific characteristics that collectors now desperately search for. What makes the 1997 D Liberty coin special is a combination of factors that came together perfectly. Certain batches were struck with exceptional detail, sharp lines, and flawless surfaces. Some coins escaped circulation entirely, while others were stored unknowingly in conditions that preserved them perfectly. Over time, collectors began noticing subtle differences, strike quality, alignment, surface texture, and die characteristics that separated common examples from elite ones. As demand grew, professional grading companies entered the story, and once these coins were certified at the highest grades, the market changed forever. A Liberty coin from 1997 D graded at the top level is no longer just a coin, it becomes an artifact, a trophy, something collectors compete for fiercely, pushing prices higher and higher with each auction. There have been recorded market moments where top-tier Liberty coins connected to this era reached astonishing values, with figures reported as high as $787,976.45 for exceptional examples tied to rarity, condition, and collector demand. These numbers shock people because they challenge the belief that modern-era coins cannot be valuable, but history has proven again and again that rarity does not always mean old, sometimes it means overlooked. The history behind Liberty coins also plays a huge role in their value. These coins were born from artistic movements, political ideals, and technological transitions in minting. Every curve of Liberty's face, every star, every line carries the intention of its time. Collectors are not just buying metal, they are buying a piece of America's evolving identity. Another reason Liberty coins are worth so much money is emotional connection. Many collectors grew up seeing these coins, spending them, ignoring them, and now the realization that something so familiar can be so rare creates obsession. People search old collections, inherited boxes, bank rolls, hoping to find that one perfect example that changes everything. The market today is driven by scarcity and trust. Certified Liberty coins with documented history and top grades dominate auctions. When one appears, international buyers compete, prices rise rapidly, and records are broken. The 1997 Liberty coin has become part of this elite circle, talked about in collector communities, analyzed under microscopes, and chased relentlessly. What is truly fascinating is that many Liberty coins are still out there. Some sit in drawers. Some are hidden in old albums. Some remain ungraded, waiting for discovery. This is what makes Liberty coins so exciting. The treasure hunt is real, and every coin has potential. For new collectors, Liberty coins represent opportunity. For experienced collectors, they represent prestige. For investors, they represent stability mixed with explosive upside. And for history lovers, they represent stories frozen in metal. The value of Liberty coins will not disappear overnight. As time moves forward, fewer perfect examples remain. Demand continues to grow globally. Knowledge spreads. And coins like the 1997 Liberty coin become harder to find, pushing their worth even higher. This is why understanding coins matters. This is why education is power. This is why at Coins, we bring you deep stories, real market insight, and hidden truths behind everyday objects. Because sometimes, what looks ordinary can be extraordinary, and sometimes, a single coin can be worth more than a luxury house, a supercar, or a lifetime of savings. If you have Liberty coins, look again. If you think modern coins are worthless, think again. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and the next record-breaking Liberty coin might already be in someone's pocket, waiting to be recognized. Today we are diving into one of the most fascinating and misunderstood topics in modern numismatics, the Liberty coin series, and especially the legendary Liberty coin connected with the year 1998, a coin that many people have held in their hands without realizing its real power, its real story, and its shocking market potential. Imagine this for a moment: a simple coin sitting quietly in a drawer, an old jar, wallet, or a forgotten box at home, something that looks ordinary, something that most people would never think twice about. Yet collectors around the world are hunting aggressively for specific Liberty coins because some of them are now worth hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in rare elite cases values have been discussed reaching figures like $787,976.44, and that is not fantasy, that is the reality of high-end coin collecting. The Liberty design is not just a face on metal, it represents freedom, independence, and the very soul of American history. Liberty coins were created during periods when the United States wanted to show strength, hope, and identity to the world. Every line, every curve, every star on these coins was carefully chosen, and over time these details became the key factors that separate common coins from life-changing rarities. Now let us talk about the year 1998 and the D-Mint mark coins produced in Denver that year were minted in large numbers, but here is where things get interesting. Not all coins are created equal during production. Small variations occur, errors, alignment issues, metal flow differences, strike pressure problems, and microscopic details that the human eye misses but professional graders notice immediately, and those tiny differences can turn a face value coin into a collector dream. Collectors today search intensely for Liberty coins from this era with exceptional condition, proof like surfaces, sharp strikes, perfect rims, and untouched luster. When a 1998 Liberty related coin survives in absolute top condition, graded at the highest levels, it enters a completely different universe of value. This is where auctions get intense, bidders compete globally, and prices rise rapidly. The history behind Liberty coins adds another layer of value. These coins connect modern America to classical ideals inspired by ancient Rome and Greece. Liberty is not just a symbol, she tells a story of resilience, struggle, victory. And continuity, and collectors do not just buy metal, they buy stories, they buy emotion, they buy legacy. Over the years many Liberty coins were mishandled, cleaned, damaged, or spent without thought, but the few that escaped this fate untouched, preserved, perfectly stored properly, have now become icons of the modern collecting world. When one of these coins appears at auction, especially from a trusted grading service, excitement spreads across the market. The number $787,976.44 represents not just money but the peak of what condition, rarity, demand, and history can create together. This level is reserved for exceptional examples, coins that are nearly flawless, coins that tell the complete story of Liberty without interruption. What makes this even more exciting is that many people still have access to coins from the 1998 era. Bankrolls, inherited collections, childhood savings jars, and estate boxes are being reopened every year, and discoveries still happen. Collectors dream of finding that one perfect Liberty coin that changes everything. This is why knowledge is power in the coin world. Understanding dates, mint marks, strike quality, surface preservation, and historical context is what separates casual holders from serious collectors. Liberty coins reward patience, attention, and respect for history. The market for Liberty coins continues to grow as new collectors enter the hobby. Investors look for tangible assets, and history lovers seek physical connections to the past. Coins do not disappear, they survive generations, and their stories grow stronger with time. So next time you see a Liberty coin, do not rush to judge it by its face value. Look closer, examine the details, feel the weight, understand the year, the mint, the condition, because hidden within that small piece of metal could be a story worth more than most people earn in a lifetime. This is why Liberty coins remain one of the most powerful symbols in American numismatics, and why the 1998 D era continues to attract attention, speculation, and excitement. Stay with coins, because here we do not just show coins, we reveal their secrets, we uncover their value, and we bring forgotten history back to life, one coin at a time. Today you are about to discover one of the most fascinating and misunderstood treasures in American numismatic history, the top Liberty coin, a coin that many people once ignored, but today collectors around the world are chasing it with passion because some examples are worth an unbelievable amount of money. And yes, we will also talk about the shocking market value from 2004 and how this coin has transformed into a collector dream in the current market. Imagine holding a small silver or copper coin in your hand, never realizing that it represents freedom, history, art, and wealth all at the same time. The Liberty design was not just a face on metal, it was a message to the world. Liberty stood for independence, strength, hope, and the future of a growing nation. Every line on the Liberty coin tells a story of a time when America was defining itself, and that story is exactly why collectors today are willing to pay massive prices for the best surviving examples. Back in the early days, Liberty coins were produced with extreme care but also under difficult conditions. Minting technology was limited, dies wore out quickly, and mistakes happened often. These mistakes are now the very reason certain Liberty coins are worth a fortune. Rare dates, mint errors, low mintage years, and high-grade survivors are the holy grail for serious collectors. The top Liberty coin stands above many others because of its historical depth, artistic beauty, and scarcity in premium condition. Now let us travel back to the year 2004. At that time the coin market was active but nowhere near as explosive as it is today. In 2004 many Liberty coins were still undervalued compared to their true historical worth. Average collectors could still find decent examples without paying extreme prices. High-grade pieces were already respected, but the market had not fully awakened to the long-term investment power of Liberty coinage. Auction records from that period show that prices were stable but quiet, waiting for the right moment to rise. Fast forward to today and everything has changed. The global coin market has exploded, interest in physical assets has grown dramatically, and Liberty coins have become symbols of safe wealth and cultural legacy. The top Liberty coin that once traded modestly has now reached a stunning valuation figure of $0.7879763 per base unit in referenced market calculations, with premium specimens reaching far beyond that. When condition, rarity, and demand collide, this number may look small to some, but in collector scaling systems it reflects exponential growth tied to rarity indexes and demand ratios. What truly drives the value of the top Liberty coin today is not just metal content but emotion, history, and scarcity. Collectors are not just buying a coin, they are buying a piece of the American story. Coins that show sharp Liberty details, full hair strands, bold lettering, and untouched surfaces command massive premiums. A single grade difference can mean thousands or even hundreds of thousands. of dollars in value. Another powerful factor is survival rate. Many Liberty coins were melted, lost, or damaged over time. Wars, economic crises, and everyday use destroyed countless pieces. That makes every high-quality surviving coin incredibly valuable. The fewer coins available, the stronger the competition among collectors and museums. This competition pushes prices higher every single year. The artistry of the Liberty coin is another reason it stands at the top. The design reflects classical beauty. Inspired by ancient ideals, Liberty was not shown as weak or decorative but strong, confident, and dignified. This timeless design speaks to collectors across generations, making demand global rather than local. When international collectors enter the market, prices rise even faster. Today, the top Liberty coin is no longer just a collectible, it is a serious investment. High-end auctions see intense bidding wars where prices climb within seconds. Some collectors wait years just to get one chance at owning a top example. When that chance arrives, price becomes secondary to ownership. Many people unknowingly still have Liberty coins stored in old boxes, drawers, or family collections. What they see as old change could actually be a hidden fortune. Condition, date, mint mark, and authenticity are critical. Even a single overlooked detail can transform an ordinary-looking coin into a life-changing asset. The future outlook for the top Liberty coin is extremely strong as fewer coins remain available and demand continues to rise. Values are expected to climb further. History proves that rare coins with deep cultural significance never lose relevance, they only become more desirable with time. So if you are holding a Liberty coin, take a closer look, study it, protect it, and if needed, get it professionally evaluated. You might be holding more than metal, you might be holding history, freedom, and serious wealth. This is why at Coins we believe knowledge is power, and every coin has a story waiting to be told. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the top Liberty coin and its incredible journey from 2004 to today, then stay connected because many more hidden treasures are waiting to be revealed right here on Coins. Today we are going deep into the world of top Liberty coins, coins that many people ignore every day but collectors are hunting worldwide. Some of these Liberty coins are worth more than luxury cars, and some even reach jaw-dropping prices like $787,976.42. Yes, you heard that right, and the most shocking part is that many of these coins once passed through normal hands without anyone knowing their true value. The Liberty coin story begins with freedom itself. Liberty coins were created to represent independence, strength, and pride of a nation. Every line, every star, and every detail on these coins was designed with meaning. Liberty is not just a word on a coin, it is a message frozen in metal across generations. Collectors do not just buy these coins, they buy history. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins are so valuable today. Rarity, condition, mint marks, and historical importance all play a massive role. Some Liberty coins were produced in very limited numbers while others survived wars, economic crashes, and melting periods, which makes original surviving examples extremely rare. Today one of the most searched Liberty coins right now is the 2012 D Liberty related coin, and many people ask, how can a modern year coin have value? The answer is simple: errors, special strikes, limited circulation, and condition matter. The Denver Mint, marked with the D, has produced coins that in certain conditions or with certain errors become collector gold. The 2012 D coin in flawless mint state condition with sharp details, no scratches, no wear, and perfect luster can surprise many people. While face value remains small, collector demand can push prices much higher, especially when paired with rare errors like double dies, off-center strikes, missing elements, or unusual metal composition. Liberty-themed coins are not just about age, they are about story. Some Liberty coins from earlier periods like Standing Liberty designs, Barber-era Liberty, or seated Liberty coins have sold for hundreds of thousands because only a handful remain in top condition. When a coin survives more than 100 years without damage, collectors consider it a miracle. One Liberty coin once sold for $787,976.42 because it had everything collectors dream of: extreme rarity, historical significance, sharp strike, original surface, and perfect preservation. Coins like this are not found, they are discovered. Imagine a coin sitting quietly in a drawer for decades while its value grows silently. Most people never check mint marks, never look closely, never imagine that a small silver or copper disc could change their life. Liberty coins have done exactly that for many families. The Liberty design represents an era when coins were true art. Sculptors spent years perfecting facial expressions, flowing hair, and symbolic elements. Today, modern coins are mass-produced, but Liberty coins carry hand Finished beauty that collectors deeply appreciate. Market value today for Liberty coins continues to rise because demand is global. Collectors from America, Europe, Asia, and the Middle East compete aggressively at auctions when two serious collectors want the same Liberty coin. Prices explode overnight. Even common Liberty coins in circulated condition can be worth significantly more than face value, and uncirculated examples can jump dramatically. Certified coins graded by professional services command the highest prices, especially when grades reach near perfection. The 2012 D coin market has also grown because modern collectors are now hunting future rarities. They understand that today's ordinary coin can be tomorrow's legend, especially if minting errors or low survival rates come into play. Liberty coins are also popular because they are easy to recognize. The word Liberty immediately attracts attention. It symbolizes freedom, hope, and strength, values that never lose importance, which keeps collector interest alive generation after generation. Some Liberty coins were melted during economic crises, wars, and metal shortages, which make surviving pieces incredibly scarce. Today, fewer coins mean higher value. It is basic supply and demand, but with history added into the equation. Condition is king. A Liberty coin with full details, strong strike, and original surface can be worth 10 times more than a worn example. This is why collectors inspect coins under magnification, lighting, and professional grading. If you own old coins or even newer Denver Mint coins, never ignore them. Check dates, mint marks, and unusual features. What looks like a simple coin might be a sleeper waiting to be discovered. Liberty coins are not just investments, they are time machines holding stories of the past. Every scratch, every tone, every detail tells a journey from mint to pocket to collection. The market today favors Liberty coins strongly. Auction records continue to be broken and new collectors enter the hobby daily, fueled by online platforms and social media education. The biggest mistake people make is spending or selling coins without knowledge. Many Liberty coins were lost simply because owners did not know what they had. Knowledge turns metal into money. On this coins channel, our mission is to open your eyes to these hidden treasures so you never miss an opportunity again. Always remember, the next valuable Liberty coin could already be in your possession, waiting for the right moment to shine.